Saint of the Day, September 27th, Saint Vincent de Paul. On September 27th, the Church celebrates the feast of Saint Vincent de Paul, one of the most remarkable champions of charity and service in the history of the Catholic faith. His life story is both dramatic and inspiring, a testament to how God can raise up humble people to accomplish extraordinary works of mercy. Vincent was born in 1581 in the small village of Puy, France, into a family of peasant farmers. Although his early years were marked by poverty and hard labor, tending his family's livestock, Vincent quickly showed intellectual promise. Recognizing his potential, his family made the difficult decision to sell their oxen in order to fund his education. At the age of 15, Vincent left home for seminary studies in Dax, and later continued his education in theology at the University of Toulouse. To make ends meet, he tutored other students while pursuing his own studies, a sign of his determination and resourcefulness. In 1600, at just 19 years old, Vincent was ordained a priest, a few years younger than the canonical age required by the recent Council of Trent. Realizing this irregularity, he resigned from his parish appointment and continued his studies, seeking to serve with integrity. Vincent's life took a dramatic turn in 1605. While traveling by sea from Marseilles, he was captured by Barbary pirates and sold into slavery in North Africa. For 2 grueling years, he endured hardship and uncertainty, serving as a slave to a former priest who had renounced Christianity and converted to Islam. During his captivity, Vincent's unwavering faith became a witness to those around him. In a remarkable twist, the wife of his master was drawn by Vincent's steadfastness and questioned him about the Christian faith. Moved by his words, she challenged her husband to reconsider his choices. Eventually, Vincent and his master managed a daring escape, returning to France in 1607. Upon his return, Vincent continued his priestly ministry. In 1612, he was appointed parish priest of Saint Médard in Clichy, where he threw himself into pastoral work. However, his gifts soon attracted the attention of the influential Gandhi family, and he became their chaplain and tutor. This position brought him into contact with powerful circles in Paris, but it also deepened his awareness of the immense poverty and spiritual need all around him. A turning point came in 1617, when Vincent encountered the Daughters of Charity and the profound poverty endured by countless families in rural France. Moved to action, he began organizing practical assistance for the poor, enlisting wealthy women of Paris to collect funds and supplies for relief projects, hospitals, and food for those in need. His ability to unite people from all walks of life for charitable works became a hallmark of his ministry. Vincent's compassion extended to the most neglected, including prisoners and galley slaves in Paris. He visited them, brought material help, and advocated for their dignity. Recognizing the need for a more organized response to the spiritual and material needs of the poor, Vincent founded the Congregation of the Mission in 1625, commonly known as the Vincentians. This community of priests was dedicated to preaching missions in rural areas and training clergy. At a time when the Church in France suffered from widespread clerical ignorance and laxity, Vincent was a pioneer in the formation of priests. He conducted retreats, established seminaries, and worked tirelessly for the renewal of the clergy. His efforts contributed immeasurably to the spiritual revival of the French Church in the 17th century. Saint Vincent de Paul died in 1660, leaving behind a legacy of humble service and practical charity. His example inspired others to follow in his footsteps. He was declared blessed by Pope Benedict XIII in 1729, and canonized by Pope Clement XII in 1737. The spirit of Saint Vincent continues to inspire the Church today. In 1833, more than a century after his death, a group of university students in Paris, led by Blessed Frederick Ozanam, founded the Society of Saint Vincent de Paul, dedicated to serving the poor in Vincent's name. The society has grown into a worldwide movement, operating in 153 countries and continuing Vincent's mission of practical charity and friendship with those in need. Saint Vincent de Paul is remembered as a father of the poor and a model of Christian charity. His life challenges each of us to see Christ in the poor, to serve with humility, and to build communities of compassion wherever we are. As we celebrate his feast, may we ask for his intercession, that we too may be instruments of God's love and mercy in the world.